So I threw this together after I found some footage of me explaining how I did some of the wire routing on the Corran 4.5. I already had this other previously unreleased lightsaber talkery video that included the 4.5, so I figured I'd just smash them together and hopefully you get something out of it. It was not powder coated to begin with. I just went straight to the clear coat on the aluminum and then started hitting with the acrylics and stuff. And it kind of looks like saltwater etching, acid etching. It looks like etching on aluminum. I've never done etching chemically or saltwaterly, but this is what it looks like to my eye. So this one I'm calling the Corran version 4.5 because it's based off of two known pictures that already exist. One is one of the Japanese covers to, I think, one of the Dark Tide, but I don't remember which one. And then the other one was the Visual Dictionary Corran, and I basically just took those two and elements of those and smashed them together to make this one. It's really small. It's about 9 inches long, and at the most, it's like an inch and a half around the emitter there, but for the most part, it's almost exactly 2 hands. This is another NeoPixel with the Prism 5. I kept a lot of the Corran sound fonts and stuff just because.
Jedi Knight 2 Outcast.
This is ridiculously loud and clear, just based on the way that I did the speaker. It wasn't anything special. I just kept it nice and clean, made sure that it was sealed off and that the speaker was held nice and firm, but it sounds awesome for being so small. Another thing that I did was, I don't know if you could see, the buttons are way up here on the edge here. That was another thing that I wanted to try that apparently I got right. All it is just one layer of aluminum that I cut a trench into so that the switches underneath this could actually fit. And then it was a little bit of a chore putting it together, but really, I mean, this is 1.5 inches all the way, and then there's another layer of 1.375 and 1.25. And then also the 1.125, but that's just for the blade holder. But otherwise, it worked out pretty well for the buttons like that. So. Okay, this is a quick project just to show off things to take into consideration when you're running wires and switches in really weird places. So this is a really small hilt. It's going to be about 9.5 inches long when it's completed. The outer diameter in total will probably be, this is 1.25 inches. And this right here is 1.5 inches, so it'll be pretty slim too. I wanted to try to get the switches on the lip here, and they're going to be the little dome push buttons from TCSS. I forgot what number they are. They need something to hold on to, so that's what this outer ring is for. Then I cut slots for it so that there's place for the actual switch body to go, slots for the wires to get routed. One thing to take into consideration is that when you're fitting it to the hilt right here, that's what's going to basically be the layer between the blade and the electronics and stuff, but at the same time it's kind of at a pinch point right here, so I had to pretty much just make a little divot right there so that when it came time to install everything, I'll basically be able to run the wires underneath there and then slide it into place so that the switch backs are protected, but then it'll run through this channel here. You can see, oh, that's funny. But it'll basically be exposed to the blade because this right here is where the blade is going to be. So I'll take some aluminum tape and cover that up. This is a little bit lower tolerance as far as 1 inch. So it's a little bit bigger than 1 inch, which means that'll be sufficient. So that once it runs up here, there's a channel cut out of this right here that will more or less run over this because the wires are going to pop out here. The NeoPixel connector, it will be basically set screwed into place using this right here. So this channel right here will be able to run over the wires that feed back in and then tighten down with the reverse set screw over here. I realize I'm just babbling here, but that's it. I'm just babbling. So you just do the little pinch, get the different colors out of it. But otherwise, I think this one turned out really cool. It's not as practical because it's so small, but what do I use them for anyway? Other than just turning them on and swinging them and then turning them off and putting them back down. That's really all I do. So, okay, see you later.
sense.